Hello, classmates and tutor. Today, the item is didactic of English. On the first, I say the small definition of didactic of English. For my concept, didactic in English is a change of seeking how to train capable and adapt professionals to serve current needs and problems of teaching English, as well as creating and proposing didactic alternatives that promote the correct use of the language through mastery of the listening, reading, oral and written expression, and comprehension. The second part is a participant observation practice. The observation practice is based on putting an actor who is willing to qualify and exploring, waiting to study environment in order to obtain or collect information from the interaction with the educational community, thus becoming a participatory method of data collection that involves interrelation with the phenomenon and or events that are observed. Functioning is a strategy for recognizing context, social, and cultural process that the structure was teacher to form critical reflection on pedagogical and educational practice in natural settings. For Taylor and Bogdan in 1982-84, participant observation and research that involves social interaction between the research and the informants in the social setting, environment, or context of the latter. During this process, data is collected systematically and not introducing outbound, which is retained by those provided by the environment without altering the result or disastrously interrupting the process carried out by educational entities. Key points of the practice. The student must recognize the type of format and the internships that will help their study program have. They can be programs in transition or programs with renewed registration. It is important to register in the pre-practice seminar so that the student becomes familiar with the environments to work. You must have knowledge about the internship route in the student must meet as a requirement to be able to access the internship according to the academic program in which they are enrolled. Number of practice hours as well as their distribution in the different phases of the pedagogical practice. The scheduled practice sites will be assigned by the unit practice group, which will be in chance of finding appropriate site to carry out the pedagogical practice in accordance with the agreements established with the entities. They are duties of the students of the grade degrees in development of their pedagogical and educational practices. 1. Those ensured in the current United Student Regulations. 2. Read, they understand the document of guidance for pedagogical and educational practice of the School of the Educational Science. Responsibly assume the enlistment procedure of the pedagogical and educational practice from the registration and participation in the pre-practice seminar. Be affiliated with EPS for CISBEN or CISBEN. Plan and have sufficient time to the fulfillment and development of the activities in situ and activities in the virtual campus course. Maintain assertive, pertinent, and constant communication with the practice setting, the accompanying teacher, and the head teacher of the practice setting. Assume an adequate personal presentation and show attitudes in accordance with the role of future teacher. 8. Complete with the schedules and delivery on segment activities according to the established criteria. 9. Know, evade, and complete with the institutional guidance for coexistence established the assigned practice is in area. 10. Complete with the activities and schedules established in the practice work plan. refraining from activities that do not correspond to the academic functions of their training process. 11. Complete with the hours of practice and activities assigned in the course of the training path of pedagogical and educational practice in the assigned pedagogical practice scenario. 12. Prepare in advance in a quality fewer participant observation sessions, intervention, formative research, and conference established in the activity guide for the development of the practical component on the playing for a pedagogical and educational practice. Participate actively in the practical session in the pedagogical and educational practice scenario. 40. Info the leader of the pedagogical and educational practice area in the pre-practice seminar the change of geolocalization due to special situations to adequately plan the assignment of the practice scenario and the accompanying teacher. 10. Info the accompanying teacher of the UNAD School of Education Science, the head teacher of the practice scenario and the leader of the practice area in the event of a fortuitous event that generates absence on site activities. 70. Responsibly and wait competent complete with the guidelines for enrollment in the course of the training path pedagogical and educational practice establishes in the master documents of degrees and in the document guidelines for pedagogical and educational practice. 8. In accordance with the principle of action of promotion of productive environments, the teacher and student must exercise their practices with respect to the levels on training and development act in a responsible, respectful, and current manner, promoting respect in relations with the students, boys, girls, adolescents, young people, and other members of the educational community. They are a rise of teacher and training in the development of their pedagogical and educational practice. 1. Choose and share in the current student regulation of the UNAD. 2. Be acquainted attending to the pre-practice seminar and have a pertinent practice scenario assignment taking into account their needs and complete with the provisions of this regulation for the assignment. 3. Receive pertinent teaching accompaniment that allows them to consolidate in their pedagogical and educational practice, pedagogical, didactic, technological, and investigative process, which led to the strength of their skills and competence as a teacher. 4. Receive induction on the development of pedagogical and educational practice. 5. Receive accompaniment and support from the academic network of pedagogical and educational practice for their location, adaptation, and performance during the practicing period. 6. To be evaluated and respect in all academic spaces to development of their pedagogical and educational practice of courses. Be affiliated with ARL. Be the practice setting of the university. 8. Receive certification of your practical exercise to be recognized as a professional experience in line with current legal regulations for the promotion of the employment. Thank you.